Reading, understanding, and interpreting written material. That is the phrase printed on the NYS Court Officer Trainee, JG16, notice, Exam 45-857. Here is what it actually asks of you. This section rewards one discipline above all. The answer is in the text, and only the text. What you happen to know about courts, or what sounds sensible in real life, does not count here. Once you truly trust the passage, most wrong answers start to look wrong on their own. In the next few minutes, the technique, step by step, and then the 4 ways people lose points on it. First, decide the answer from the words on the page. Before you look at the choices, find the sentence in the passage that settles the question and put your finger on it. If a choice is not supported by something you can point to in the text, it is not the answer, no matter how reasonable it sounds. It's probably true in real life is exactly the trap. Second, eliminate the too strong answers. Watch for words like always, never, all, none, must, only. The passage usually says something more careful, often, in most cases, may. A choice that turns a careful statement into an absolute one is almost always a distractor. Cross it out and move on. Third, catch the reversed and the swapped term answers. 2 other classic traps. A choice that flips cause and effect or who did what, reversed, and a choice that quietly swaps one term for a similar one, the passage never used, term swap. Both look familiar because they reuse the passage's words. Check direction and check the exact nouns before you trust a choice. Fourth, for fill-in-the-blank passages, Format B, read it twice. First, read the whole short passage to get the meaning, ignoring the blanks. Then go back and test each option in its blank. Check 2 things every time. Does it fit the grammar of the sentence and does it fit the logic of the paragraph? An option can be grammatically fine and still be the wrong idea. Both tests have to pass. Now the other half, and it is the half most people skip. These are the 4 ways this ability is actually lost. Not by not knowing, but by answering the question next to the one on the page. First, choosing the answer that is true in the real world but never stated in the passage. Second, falling for an absolute, always, never, all, when the passage was careful and qualified. Third, picking a choice that reuses the passage's words but reverses the relationship. Fourth, on Format B, checking grammar but forgetting to check whether the word fits the paragraph's logic. Every one of those is a habit, which means every one of them is fixable by drilling rather than by studying harder. Reading about a technique is not the same as owning it, and this one only transfers under a clock. Free practice for reading, understanding, and interpreting written material is at dutyrank.com/courtofficer, with the reasoning shown on every answer. DutyRank is an independent study product and is not affiliated with any government agency.